Next question. Anybody? Yes.
What was it like working with Macho Man?
It was fine. You know, Randy was high strung. You know, I miss him. He was never boring with Randy because he didn't know what he was doing. That's what you guys are going to do. Randy was always, he wasn't real sure of himself in the ring. He had a lot of issues too. You guys know anything about him?
Oh, yeah.
His father is in the Guinness Book of World Records. For what? Anybody know? Doing setups. 6,033 setups. Yeah, pretty fucking crazy, isn't it? So now you know what Macho Man was about. He's a crazy son of a bitch too. Leaping Lanny, on the other hand, is a pretty weird dude. I won't talk about it, what he's famous for. Wished I could do it, but never mind. Next. Yes, ma'am.
When you were calling out your opponents on TV, did y'all practice that before, or was it just off the top of your head?
For me,
Yeah.
bingo. That's why it worked. That's what's wrong with it today. It's all scripted bullshit. It's a reality show. Fuck. It gets me, man, what they can call a reality show. There are no reality shows, folks. It's all scripted bullshit. But it shows through, doesn't it? See, that's what was so great about being in the ring with a steamboat or a running guard. Just watch his nipples and go. I never looked anywhere else. I should have thought about that. Steamboat. There's some people that painted with a spray gun, and there were some people that were Picassos. And Steamboat was Picasso, man. We'd go out there and have so much fun. And it is so much fun to go out there and be so in sync with somebody that you can just do anything and they're going to react the right way, and they'll open the door for you to do something else. These guys today, they might as well have a book out there and turn it to page 32 and start doing move after move. This is all horse shit. There's no feeling, there's no love, there's no gut to it, man. There's no balls to it. And, it's a shame because if done right, a great professional wrestling match is a work of fucking beauty. I mean, even some of the crazy shit that I did, you know, with Earthquake, killing this thing. You know, when they came to me and said, Jake, what do you think about this situation? I'm like, well, cool. They said, yeah, he'll knock you down, you'll be outside the ring, and you'll look back in the ring, and then your snake will Damien will be in the bag, and the bag will be squashed, and you'll get all, you know, upset. I'm like, I don't think so. No, let me think about this. And my idea was, this is my pet, okay? This is my wife. Because that's how you have to look at it. And if I wanted to really be traumatized by it, she would be raped in front of me. Not me in the next room listening to it. Tie me in the ropes and make me watch you defile her. That's real hate. So that's where I went with it. It was tie me in the ropes. And then, I mean, I did all this shit off the top of my head whenever I went back to the bag. And I can't get the bag open because I want to be into it so fast, you know. And people were like, man, you couldn't get the bag open. No shit. I couldn't, because lots of times if I got my head into something, the things that I was thinking would become true. I've actually went out and acted like my arm was hurt so long and so intently, and then my fucking arm was hurt. That's just like, what did I do to my arm? Well, nothing. Then why the hell is it hurting? Because I took my mind on this trip with you, and I convinced myself I was hurt. The power of the mind is something to be dealt with, man. something to be explored. Good and bad. Don't you think like that. I'm not thinking about a midget. Or a pumpkin. Yes, ma'am.
Is Shawn Michaels coming back?
I have no idea. He lives here in San Antonio, I believe. Yes,
Who was your most physically demanding match you
my
had?
most physically demanding match? Probably the Rick Rude thing whenever we were going for the belt. We had to do 20 minutes through in Atlantic City. Rick was another one of those guys. He was a racehorse and a purebred, because that fucker was in shape. And it's always blown me away how insecure most wrestlers are. Because you go out there and you perform, and it's a phony match, you know what I'm saying, which is total bullshit. It's much more real than you think. And to go out in the ring and perform, and these guys have been doing this for years, yet they're still not sure they're that good. Especially when they would get in the ring with me, because they feel like I was a little bit better. So they would try harder. Savage was probably the worst. I mean, my God. If you even suggested to Randy that this is really important, he won't keep, brother, we gotta come up with some extra shit, you know? Like, you know? He beheaded me. Randy, what else do you want? I don't know, brother, but they're gonna be watching. We gotta do some new shit, man. We gotta do some shit they don't even fucking believe. No, dude, we don't. Do what got you to the show. You understand? If you got the opportunity to be in the main event, it's because you're freaking good. Give them what they expect, what you've been giving them. Don't change your whole repertoire because it's another match. No. Can you imagine if Jake Roberts went to the ring with no snake bag and didn't do a DDT, he did I don't know, a schoolboy? Most dangerous hold in wrestling today is a schoolboy. Everybody gets beat by that. I don't get that either. That pisses me off. It's like you'll watch Raw and there'll be 3 guys get beat by the mean and horrible, bone-crushing schoolboy. Because these cocksuckers are so fucking insecure that they don't want to get beat by a guy's best move. It's brilliant thinking. I don't want to be beat by this guy's move that he's developed over years and made it his signature thing. No, I would much rather get beat slipping on a banana peel and falling over the back of somebody and looking like a total twat. Where's your fucking head at? But they're so insecure that they don't want to get beat by that guy's signature move. Are you a fucking idiot? If you're going to beat me, I want you to do your best shit. Because I want to say, hey, that guy's got some good shit. Now, I don't want to say to the public that, oh yeah, I wasn't paying attention, man. I was kind of like rubbing my nuts and shit. And checking a chick out on the first row, and that motherfucker beat me to the schoolboy, you know? What kind of pro am I? You know? That tells me that I'm not a pro. I'm some jerk off that shouldn't even be out there. All right, next. He's too young to be in here, bro.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Because this girl up here talks dirty. Yeah, the one with the feather. Yes.
Out of all the runs that you had through your great career, what was your most memorable?
Too many.
Too many?
Yeah, way too many, man. I wish to hell that I could remember a lot of my earlier matches. I can't remember those anymore, man. You know, there's something to be said about concussions. I know I've got issues now with my hands and my feet. The ligaments in my hands and feet are contracting. So they tell me it's from me getting ahead too many times, so I had to go take a test. And you know, all the focus now on concussions they're saying, you know, this guy's had 3 concussions, his career's over. Are you fucking serious? 3, really? Because they asked me to start figuring out how many concussions I probably had. Okay, let's think about this for a minute. In wrestling, I was wrestling on the average of 320 days a year. But on the weekends, I wrestled 4 times, not 2 times. So that's even more. All right. Accidents do happen. I'm hearing the voices again. But, let's just say I had 4 a year. That's not a whole lot. When you're wrestling every night, you're being picked up and thrown and tossed and hit with metal chairs and all that. Yeah, that was back before we really laid them somebody's in, because nipples guys are going to get really hard here in a minute. I hit it really hard with this chair. Over 40 years. That's 160 concussions. I'm starting to have issues. There'll just be moments where I'll be talking, man, and I'll bite my tongue a lot, because I'll be talking and my tongue just doesn't get out of the way. Still not bad. 59 now. 59 years young. You know, feel pretty damn awesome, man. Getting sober has been a big part of it, but even bigger part of it is regaining my family and my faith. Because life is pretty empty when you don't have anybody to share it with, whether it be your children, a lady friend, a midget, or a pumpkin. I'm getting scared of you, I don't know. Maybe falling in love. Next. Yeah.
Who did you train under? What wrestling school did you go to? Or?
I did the dumb way. I did the dumb way. Trial and error method. I just went out there and did it. And it's not what I recommend to anyone, because I paid a heavy price in the beginning. I'm not sure which is worse, because today they've got so many people with schools that are uncredited. You know, like, I'll see somebody, so you're going to wrestling school, okay? Who's the Top Gun? Who? Never heard of him. That's what you got to be careful of, you know. There's a lot of ruthless bastards out there that are hurting a lot of young kids, man, by taking their money and then putting together a ring in the backyard or whatever, and having to do all this crazy horse shit. And they have no right to be teaching you, you know. I mean, I wouldn't want my wife to go to a gynecologist and find out the guy's a mechanic instead. You know? What do you mean he's never? Well, yeah, he's worked on other stuff. You know? And basically, there's a lot of that going on out there right now, and it's not right, man. If you know somebody that's going to a wrestling school, tell them to get the hell away from it unless they know the guy that's running it's done it. You know? Because it's not right. Next.
Is there anybody that currently wrestles today that you really like in the WWE?
Yeah. Next. You just asked me, you didn't say who.
Who is it?
None of your fucking business. Hornswoggle. No. I'll get my midget. There's some talent out there, man, but I like the Samoa.